Hey y'all, happy Monday. I hope y'all had a good weekend. So this is going to just be a little bit of encouragement to what God was speaking to me over the weekend. A lot of us right now are on the brink of a breakthrough, a major breakthrough, some major promises that God has given us over the last few years are about to be fulfilled. And I know there are some of us right now that are being attacked, of course, by the enemy with spiritual warfare. He has been planting doubt, negative thoughts, feelings, emotions, heavily, taking what is hidden right now, taking what we can't see right now and using it to manipulate our feelings and emotions. And again, placing thoughts of doubt and all of that. That's what he does when we are about to experience breakthrough every single time, without a doubt. So that's how you know you're there. Yesterday, I had went somewhere last night, and on the way there is 3 cars in front of me. It's like a 3-lane highway, so there's one in front of me, one next to me, and then one next to that one, right? And each one has a license plate that says something different. The first one said HYD, hide, 4114, and 4114 in the Strong's Concordance means to overthrow, overthrow. The other license plate said 87 and then run. And 87 in the Strong's Concordance means without uncertainty and wholehearted. And then the third license plate said end and then 19. And God gave me Joshua 1:9, which reads, "Have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous, do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." And another number he's been showing me for a few days now is 333. And 333 in the Strong's Concordance means observe very carefully and to look again. And another set of numbers is 555, which in the Strong's means strength. And then 777, fullness and completion. Basically what he's saying with all of this is right now, although there are some things that are hidden that we cannot see, don't look at what you can't see. Look at what God has said. So, there's promises that you're waiting for it to come to pass. And God is saying one thing, but the situation looks different. The circumstances look different. Like, God, this person doesn't seem, you're telling me this person is X, Y, and Z, but I'm seeing them still not being 100%, or, we're not in communication at the moment, or, finances aren't looking like what they should in order for, don't look at what can't be seen and what is hidden. Observe everything very carefully thus far, what God has given you. Go back to dreams, go back to, anything that you have journaled, go back to what God has told you and look at it again very carefully and observe it. Okay. He's saying run at this promise full force, okay? Regardless of what it looks like to you, you're in your season, you're on the brink of a breakthrough. Look at what God has said and run at this full force and overthrow the enemy's hard work. Overthrow the enemy, like David and Goliath. God has given you the strength and everything that you need. He has equipped you to be able to defeat the enemy and all of the enemy's hard work, okay? And that's what God is saying right now. Right now, more than ever, you are to run at this with full force, okay? And, he's saying everything. He said also, run at this full force wholeheartedly without uncertainty. Like, get it. Run after this. And, he's saying he's given you the strength to do so. This is bringing forth, this is birthing this completion of these promises. You are to be disciplined in God, staying in the secret place. And something else that he is saying with the hide, it is not time to hide and be in your feelings. Yes, your feelings are valid 100%. However, it's not time to sit in your feelings. It's time to sit up and fight for this, it's here. We're at the edge of the break. Do not allow the enemy to get into your mind and manipulate your thoughts and emotions where you miss what God is doing, okay? Sit with God, and it is very crucial at this time to be obedient to what God is telling you. Again, you cannot allow your feelings and the enemy, your feelings are valid. However, you can't allow it to get in the way. You can't allow your feelings to get in the way of what God's trying to do right now, because this is a pivotal moment. Like I've been saying, it's about to happen. These promises are coming to pass very soon. And even regardless of the conditions that you are in, regardless of the opposition that you might be facing, you have to run at this full force. And, God has given you the keys to do so. So step in your authority and stay in your authority, and know that God has given you the authority to overturn and overthrow the enemy and his hard work. You're taking back right now possession of what he has stolen from you. And again, Joshua 1:9 is what he gave me. He said, "Have I not commanded you to be strong and courageous? Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." He also said, "Don't grow weary in your well-doing." You're right at the end. And this is when you need more than ever to be discerning enough to know what is the enemy and what's your feelings versus what God is saying and what God is doing and what God is telling you to do. You have to be able to separate it and stay strong, stay encouraged, stay at the feet of Jesus, stay at his feet, stay in prayer, and stay in seeking out instruction, and everything that he needs you to do right now in this time. And be sure to be obedient into everything that he is telling you to do, and stay out of your feelings. Myself and someone that I know has been struggling to do that right now. The enemy is really hard at work, but again, he's given us the power, the authority, and the strength to overthrow all of that. So again, stay encouraged. I hope that this encourages someone. I pray that it encourages someone, and I pray that it gets to the right people at the right time. And I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.